got any tips, Ryan, Chester? Anything for me?
Are we on the air?
Yeah, of course you are.
God, you just sprung that on us. We were practicing defensive strategies on our iPhone.
I would say the best advice I could give you
to not sing
is to try not to do that as much. It's like when you go to the doctor and you're like, it hurts when I do this. The doctor's like, well, then don't do that anymore. That's kind of
exactly.
Yeah, start there, and then we'll gradually work our way up from there. From that point.
Yeah, just stick to the talking, dude. Okay, please. I have to say, Chester came in. First of all, welcome, Dead by Sunrise, Ryan Forgy. That's what I'm talking about, dudes! But
yes!
I gotta say, Chester comes in here, and I've never seen it happen. Normally when singers come in, they never sing. If you ask them to sing, like, it's too early in the morning. This dude comes in, man, like something out of a show tune. He's like, no! Singing along with the White Stripes going off.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
That's what I do. I can sing at any time, any place, anywhere.
It's like a singer throwdown. Hey, I got something I want you to check out, dude, and I'm sure this is going to bring back tons of memories, but I actually, you just got to look at it and describe what's happening in that picture there. That would be me. That would be me dressed up as
Dude, there was you dressed as Winnie the Pooh.
Exactly. That was at the Live 105 Freak Show many years ago.
That was one of the best moments.
It was
ever.
Exactly, totally.
We walked in and we were just like, okay, this is fun.
Yeah,
this is already a great time.
Well, this is the funny thing is that it's ironic to me that basically it was Linkin Park and Orgy was on that bill as well.
That's right. I remember that. That was actually that was an incredible show.
It was an incredible show.
It was really a good night. Yeah.
But it just I was looking at that picture. I've been looking at it all morning, and I'm like, man, I remember you guys playing that show. You guys completely just blew away. But it was right before everything just got super crazy for Linkin Park. And I was just looking at that show, and I'm like, man, I wonder like when Chester looks at a picture like that, if he thought back then, especially even with Orgy, like if you guys thought, here we go, a decade later, you'd be here Dead by Sunrise, getting ready to kick ass on the entire world.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you could look at my face in this picture and probably guess that I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
And I had no expectations. I was just
think that time,
I'm so cool. It's cool. I'm here. Hey. Wow. I'm playing with Orgy.
We were managing expectations with like a case of beer each.
Dude, I remember.
I mean, it was
I remember
gnarly.
Because at that show, literally, I would say, I think you were the only sober one, to be honest with you.
No, he wasn't. We were the Toxic Avengers back then.
I don't know, man. I think he had just quit drinking or something. Like he was like,
you know what? I may have, because I've done that many times. I may have been like, I think that was at the point where I was living in Redondo Beach, and I was like, I think I need to quit drinking. And then like 7 months later, I was like,
really?
Yeah, that didn't work out too well.
That's the problem when you're drunk all the time. You think everyone else is drunk. I guess I was intoxicated.
I remember that because we were singing Black Flag songs, screaming them on the radio.
Who was? Was I?
You, Amir. It was like the entire Jay. I think it was like the entire band.
Orgy was crazy.
Yeah, definitely insane.
I mean, insane. Motley Crue of like whatever year we came out.
And Ryan also remembers, back then I would come because I'm pretty much the only one that would party in the band.
Yes.
So like I would have to go to other bands' dressing rooms. So every time we played with Orgy,
there'd be that weird knock on the door.
Ryan would be like looking at his watch, going, "Any second now." And I'd come to the door like, he'd be like, "We have a drink waiting for you."
So awesome. Anywhere in the country, I'm all, oh, we're playing with Linkin Park tonight. Oh, awesome, cool. Hold on, it's like noon.
Yeah, who's the extra Jack and Coke for?
In the doorway.
Hi, I'm Chester.
What's up? I'm all, dude, I'm just pouring you a vodka.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
I love it. I am always amazed, and that's why I say, like, when bands, get to a certain level of success and have, the big hit records, and if they continue partying, especially for the singers, it always is it's like they have to be some type of superhero, not to just destroy their voice. And is there some secret to that, dude, or like
we actually are superheroes?
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't drink like we used to anymore.
Yeah, I actually don't. I don't drink anymore, because it makes me fat and ugly. And I don't like that. So,
dude, you look in great shape, man.
Yeah, thanks. So I've switched from drinking Jack Daniels and whatever else you could put with Jack Daniels. Doesn't matter.
Almost anything.
Yeah, pretty much. it all ends up just tasting like Jack Daniels, which is great.
Jack Daniels and vodka, delicious.
I just went from Jack Daniels to push-ups.
There you go.
And protein, whey protein.
It's just interesting. And not to be all old-timey, but I was just reflecting on both your guys' careers and stuff, and just congratulations on both of
Thank you.
all your guys'
Thank
success.
you.
Clapping now too.
Exactly.
It's weird how that works.
I looked in this morning when I was shaving. I was looking at myself really hard because you have to make sure you get all the hairs and everything. And as I looked harder, I thought, "You're awesome."
Dude, I do that every morning. Dude. I do that every morning, man. I strip down entirely naked.
Why am am I here with him?
I'm like, number one, baby, number one.
I just looked at myself and was like, why do I have this hair?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I brought my scissors. I used to be a hairdresser.
I'm like, dude, my best friend's down the hall. He's a hairdresser, and I'm walking around with this crap on the top of my head.